So I've always heard about, working with coaches and like hearing what they have to say and how they can help you and help you switch your mindset and how they can just like put you in a completely different like frame of mind and get you on the right track. Now, it's something I've been very familiar with, and I've had the pleasure of meeting loads of people that have done this. It was just something I never really thought about. And then I found myself in a patch in my life where I was like, I feel like I should do this. Try one of those try everything once kind of things. And I was like, it's something that I could try and something that I believe may make a switch. It may do, it may not, but at least I can say I tried it. I wouldn't always continue going, what if? So that's what really made me go to Ori in the first place. And let me tell you, I seriously did not regret it. There was a part where I was explaining to Ori how I didn't feel like I had a high worth, and I was always kind of like setting my worth at a low level, if that makes sense. Like I was putting myself at a low level, whether that be when I was trying to onboard new clients, get more work. I was always setting my standard really low, like I wasn't good enough, and that there was people out there better than me, so I need to charge this amount, or I need to really like try and beg to get this client or get this job or get anything, right? I was always like feeling like I was lower than what I really was. And he told me exactly what I needed to hear, something that I wish I had heard years ago, something that if I had have just heard it years ago, I probably would have been in a better situation than I was now. And it was, you are worth a high level, you're worth being at a higher standard. Look at what you can do, look at what you do provide. And it just, those simple words, just that little bit of information there, switched my mindset. And this was the first session too. So my challenges and goals were literally just like setting my standards too low and like really like not realizing how much I am worth and like just being happy to settle for the bare minimum, until he switched my mindset by telling me I am worth more. This is like, and I had all of this like social, like, and he was like, look at this social proof that you have. Look at all of these amazing things you have done. Look at what you can accomplish. Look how happy you're making people that have worked with you. Don't keep selling yourself short. And actually, I took that information, and then when I was starting to do more like proposals for people that wanted to work with me, he said to me, like, listen, he said, Kris, you're going to have people that are going to think maybe you're too expensive, but that's fine. Tell them, you're going to come across those people are going to think maybe you're too expensive for them, but you know your worth. Tell them to step aside because there's people that need you. And that was exactly what I took. I took that mindset. So now when I'm going in and I'm doing these proposals and I'm offering like what my cost is, I'm not now lowballing myself. I'm saying, no obligation. If it's not for you, that's fine. Move aside because I got people that need me. So Ori literally, like I said, he was telling me everything that I wish I had heard years ago. I've always been that kind of guy that's always given advice, always like been that shoulder to lean on for everyone. And I never had someone tell me all of the things that I needed to hear. So at the beginning of the session, I went in optimistic. I kind of sat there, had a really good conversation with him, and I was just chilled. I was just like chilling out. We're having a conversation. He was telling me about him. I was telling him about me, and then wild. Like, I don't even know, I can't even explain how the session was, because he just got stuff out of me that no one ever had before. And it completely just, it was almost like at the end of the session, it was like a huge weight just off my shoulders. I don't know how he did it, but he literally just, it was like a huge weight off my shoulders. And I was like, you know what? I am worth more. I can do this. I don't need these people to tell me I can't do this. I know what I'm worth. I know I can do X, Y, and Z. And by the end of the session, I just had this sense of like, pride and just a completely different like new person, different mindset. I was just ready to take on the world, and I couldn't wait to like speak with my friends. And I was calling my mom, speaking to my partner, and I was just telling them about this experience that I had with Ori. Like I was just over the moon with joy by the end of the session of like how it went. And this is, you gotta bear in mind, this is the first session. Like I said before, like now moving forward, I'm going in with the mindset of I know my worth, I know I'm better, I know I don't need to be treating myself as if I'm below anyone else, and going in when I'm doing my work, knowing what I'm worth. And if people don't like that, that's okay. People don't have to want my work. People don't need to work with me. But there's so many people that do want to work with me, and that's okay. I can move these people aside and start focusing on those people. So now with my daily challenges in my mindset, I'm just so more positive. I wake up more positive, ready to seize the day. And if things go wrong, things are going to go wrong. There is going to be roadblocks in the way, but that's okay. It's how we tackle them. Since we had that first session, and there's so many more sessions to come with Ori, I'm so excited to get onto the next session with him. It's all I can think about is the next session, because it's just bringing out the best version of myself. And the longest lasting impact is honestly when he just simply said to me, I think you're awesome. Look at what you do, you can do. Look at what you have done. You are awesome. People need you. And it just completely something that I have fought every day. First thing when I wake up, last thing before I go to bed. Like, I'm optimistic. I know I'm going to do well. I know I'm destined for greatness. And I just needed someone to give me that shake and like make that known to me, because I just didn't believe it. If any of you guys are ever considering working with Ori and you're just unsure about it, you're not sure what to expect, you're on the fence, like, honestly, I was too. It was something I'd never even thought about. I've heard of it. I heard about people working with Ori, and I was on the fence, and I was just like, you know what, whatever, let's jump into this, let's give this a go. I wanted to start the new year right and like change habits and just be a better person and a better version of myself. I was ready to make sure 2024 was my year. If you are on the fence, get off that fence. I can't recommend it enough. Just being on a call with him and the way he brings the best out of you and just like makes you feel great and just like tells you everything you need to hear, helps you with all of your struggles, mindset, ready to like shake that out of you. I literally can't explain how wild the session was and how great it was. It was just such a great environment to be in. I didn't feel like pressured. He just naturally got everything out of me that I needed to get off my chest, and then told me everything that I needed to hear from a business standpoint, from exactly what I need moving forward. And I just can't wait to get back on another session with him. So if you are considering this, guys, don't make the mistake I did and leave it too long, because everything that happened in that one session, I wish I had been told 10 years ago. It was an amazing experience, and I truly can't wait for the next one. So if you're thinking about working with Ori, I promise you, you will not regret it.